Hello, friends. Tiana here with TianaSmithCoaching.com. And today I'm so excited to get to have our day one of this 5-day six-figure boot camp. So I have been preparing a lot of amazing content and doing something I've actually never done in my years of doing online boot camps. And so I'm so excited to share with you some really cool resources. So there's a few things before we get started. Number one is shut down all other windows and just focus. We all know that multitasking is a myth. And when you want to really focus and listen, you can take notes if that works better for you, or just listen and come in here live. Also, real quick, if you could put if you're live in the comments and type live, or if you're watching this in replay, and also just letting me know if you can see me and hear me okay. Because I'm going to be sharing my screen today. We're going to be diving in and doing this thing at level 11. So who's ready for it? Put a 1-1, a level 11 in the comments if you're ready to learn the things that I usually only reserve for my super high ticket coaching clients, paying me, 15K and above, 20K, 30, 60K. But this week, I'm offering this for free into here. Okay, great. You can see me and hear me. Awesome. Level 11. I love it. Let me know in the comments where you're coming in from. This is such an exciting time. It's so amazing that we can stream live all around the world and get to join hands and say, hey, we can be outside of our local economy. We can come online and have a global economy. So let us know where you're streaming in from. If you are in the US or another country, or which state you're in. I'm currently in Huntsville, Alabama. I split my time between Huntsville, Alabama, Nashville, Tennessee, and California. I'm out in this area in the South in the United States for a music project and an album and a musical I'm writing, while also growing my multi six-figure business, going for 7 figures. Awesome. Not traveling. You're in Orange County, New Hampshire. I've lived in Orange County for years. I love it. Seal Beach, Huntington Beach. I've been to New Hampshire, had a college boyfriend from New Hampshire just for a few weeks, but it is what it is. So I love the Northeast. I love the South. I love California. I've lived overseas myself. I've traveled a lot extensively, and part of that is because of this freedom lifestyle. Put in the comments, where would you love to travel to next? Let's say you've got your online business at 6 figures, not just 6-figure years, friend. The 6-figure club and what I teach is not just 6-figure years, it's 6-figure months, and even the potential of 6-figure days and weeks. Like, this is a possibility when you go global, when you realize the sky's the limit. But we're going to hone it down to very realistic, strategic steps that you can really take to get yourself to those 6 figures. So type in the comments if you are excited about this week. So to give you a little clarification about what to expect and how to get this information and keep it for free all week. Okay. So there's a very specific way that I personally run my boot camps. Are you guys ready for it? Now, I say that it's free, but it's really an exchange of energy. So what I'd really like you to do, if you're truly committed to creating a next 6-figure stream of income in the next 90 days, for April, May, and June, I really encourage you to block out noon time every single day this week to join me live. My sessions will be about 30 to 60 minutes. I will also be checking in throughout the day. There will be daily homework. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat you like you're my high ticket client, even if you're not. How does that sound? I'm not going to hold back. I don't like to have holding back the bars around things. Now, the content is only going to be available for 24 hours. So the videos will come down after 24 hours, and then the next one will be up the next day. So what you really want to do is carve out time to, if you can't make the noon time, that sometime during that 24-hour block, you're going to follow each step of the way. I have laid out this whole system this week to build on each other. And actually today I did something very special. As I mentioned, I'm doing something I don't usually do, is I'm actually giving you, I made a brand new 6-figure checklist, and with the systems, with daily marketing, and some extra checklists for you to really start to align and get some things together this week. And I'm going to give it to all of you for free. Cool. So I want you to truly treat this week like a boot camp. We're ending on April 1st, which is the first day of the second quarter. And I'm going to show up here live every day with you to give you amazing goodies. Now, here's what I also want you to think about before we dive into day one right now. And actually, I'm going to put in the comments over here, and I see someone from Oregon. Awesome. Just so you guys know, I can't see your names on here unless you use StreamYard to use your name. So I would love to see that. But later after this session, when I'm not live, I will go and comment with each of you if you have any questions, things like that. I'm going to stay very focused on the strategy for the moment. I'm a strategist. I'm a monetization expert. I'm a funnel expert. People have hired me. If you don't know much about me, I'll introduce myself in a minute. But I want you to know, as you know, we all have to get paid to make a living. Am I right? And to thrive, not just survive, but to thrive. Type in the comments if you want to thrive, not just survive. You don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. You want to have 10K, 20K, 100K, millions in the bank. Put that in the comments, the word thrive, that you're ready for the next level of your life, that you're over what the guesswork, the maybe it's going to work, maybe it's not going to work. And you're ready to step in with me this week, to step into this space with me, to say, you know what? I'm done with it. I'm going to follow this until, and that means I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So for 5 days, obviously I can only give so much content in 5 hours or 2.5, 3 to 5 hours, depending on how long I go. But you can commit to following the steps outside of this time. And clearly, my goal is to show you how valuable working with me and my six-figure club is. And on Wednesday, there's going to be an early bird opportunity to get into my group. And on Friday, I will only have a certain amount of spots. I'm going to let you know right now, I only have 10 spots into the six-figure club, and I only have 2 spots to work one-on-one with me. So if you're interested in that, you can reach out to me this week. We can talk about it. And I'm going to let you know right now, the price points are $2K a month or $15K in full for group. And working with me is $15 to $30K depending on the package. And I do have payment plans, but I'm just going to let you know right here and now, those are my price points. So right here, when you're live in here with me, that's the value I'm going to give you right now. So who's all in to show up live this week to get this training monetarily for free? But the exchange is your energy. What I'm asking you to do is to show up at 100 for you. I'm already at 100. Clearly, I already have created freedom. I'm going to get to take my kids to the UK this summer and still work with my clients because I get to live that dream life. But it took systems and it took strategy. So I'm going to share with you right now in the comments. Put it if you want it. I'm going to share this. Let me see this Google document with you really fast. Let me upload it. I thought I uploaded it here, and I'm going to share it with all of you. And what I'm asking for, though, is for you to let me know your email so you can stay in touch with me if you're not already on my list. So I'm going to click on this link, and I'm going to screen share this today, and I'm going to start to take you through it. We're going to grow with it every day. Let me see. We're going to go viewer. I'm going to say you can edit it. I'm going to say done. And I'm going to copy this link, and you guys can download this right now. But what I really recommend you do is stay focused with me. Like, don't get distracted. And what I'm about to take you through, here it is. Okay. So here's in the comments. Let me know if you're going to get this link and if I can put that in there. Otherwise, I might message Gerald, my amazing web developer and funnel coach. Let me see. Share, copy link. Let's see. And let's try that again because I think it gave a different link. Okay. Can you guys let me know if you can download this file? I'm giving it to you right now as a gift because I really want you to follow along. Anybody else, visual learners? I like checklists. I like simplicity, and I like systems. So I've taken the last over 20 years of marketing, and I've literally systemized it into these few checklists for all of you today. Okay. So that's where that's at. Now I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to start to walk through it. A little bit about me. Hello, friends. If you don't know much about me, I have been doing marketing since I was a teenager. In Nashville, Tennessee is where I started my career. And I was a professional singer-songwriter at that point. I'd already been in the music business for years. I started music teaching, went to Berklee College of Music in Boston, moved out to California. And because of my marketing expertise, even as a very young person, I was able to always monetize my gifts. Put some money signs up in the comments if you would like to monetize, make money with your gifts. And not just any gift that people tell you is easy to make. I mean, any gift. If you're an artist, if you're an author, if you're an entrepreneur and you're a coach and you're a spiritual entrepreneur and you're a leader and an author, do you want to monetize yourself ASAP? Doing what you love, doing the thing that lights your soul on fire. Well, that's what I've always been able to do because I decided from a very young age that I needed to do that. I knew I only had one life. I was 8 years old when I decided that I wanted to help people and teach people. And through time, it has changed from music to marketing to business. And I'm so blessed that I have this system. This is my passion and my honor to teach it to you. I have taught it to authors, to 6, 7, 8-figure entrepreneurs, to startup entrepreneurs. I've helped them make their first 5K months, their first 10K launches, their first 6-figure launches, and 7 figures. And it still blows my mind to this day when I'm able to travel and do this. So why I'm sharing all that with you is my heart was not just to do it myself. When I got my master's degree in marketing and started the more like very specific on marketing, it was for entrepreneurs, coaches, course creators who wanted to automate their leads and sales as well as show up in a super high value way. So who wants to automate their leads? Who wants people messaging them daily like, oh my goodness, like how can I get on your list? Like I love what you do. Who wants messages like that? Put a 1 in the comments if you want messages like that. Like, yes, Tiana. How about this? Whoa, I saw your post. I totally want to sign up. How can I get started? Who wants sales messages like that where you're not chasing them, but because of the way that you hold yourself online, they are coming straight to your inbox. This is not too good to be true. Actually, there's one of my favorite affirmations, which is nothing is too good to be true. Nothing is too good to last. And that's what I want that to be our anthem here. And say it with me. Nothing is too good to be true. Put it in the comments. I also want you to understand as I go into these checklists, because I'm going to give you the goods, but I'm going to pump you up first. But the truth is, I'm not a pump you up motivational person. I was not a cheerleader. I was a band dork. I was a flute player, and I still am. This is very band of me, actually. So why I want to share all that, though, is that if you understand first that your mindset is that if somebody else has done it, why can't I? Type that in the comments. Take a minute just to type it out. If you have to do it like this, if you have to do it like this, if you need to write it down, put it in the comments. If somebody else has done this, why can't I? And that's what I'm going to ask you right now. So we're going to dive in. Here's the truth. I am your guide today. I want you to think about the Oregon Trail. You're in Boston and you want to get to Oregon. And I'm a person who's done it. Would you like to go out and figure it out alone? All the things you need. Actually, watch the show Yellowstone. It's on, not Yellowstone, 1883, which is the precursor to Yellowstone. I highly recommend it. I've been saying for years that I am like the Oregon Trail guides. Yes, nothing is too good to be true. I love these comments coming in. I'm like the Oregon Trail guide, but in marketing, monetization, and funnels. And I've proven my concepts over and over and over and over again because nothing is too good to be true. And the way to speed up your results, who wants a fast track to success, is to have somebody who's done it before, who has trailblazed for you, and to follow them until. Now, you still may be a trailblazer in your niche. Do you see what I mean? Like you might be a creator. Put in the comments what it is that you do. I do have a copy of affirmations that I say daily. That's part of my 6-figure club. Yes, your family came on the trail to Oregon in 1844. That's amazing. Check out this show, 1883. It's amazing. And you're going to see that these international, the people coming in from another country, I believe is Germany, they have the trail guides and it's still extremely difficult and not everybody makes it, but there usually is no hope when you don't have a guide to take you there. It took me over 20 years to figure out, and I really almost gave up so many times. First 15 years in business, maybe my highest month was 5K. And I finally had a breakthrough and shot to 17K. And I started working with clients and I helped them make 6 and 7 figures. And now I make multi 6 figures and I'm working on my 7-figure yearly income myself. But I've helped clients go 7 figures and even multi 7 figures. Sometimes we're able to even help others further than us because maybe they have more family support or more things. So don't compare yourself to others, but use others to encourage and inspire you. Yes, this is amazing. You teach people to get along with their computer and the people they work with. I love that. Yeah, put in the comments what it is you do. This is a place to share what you do. This is a place to connect with other people and to connect with me. And then also it helps me when I'm teaching these lessons. This is live. This is not pre-recorded. This is on purpose. I blocked a whole week for this whole thing to edit, to be live, to be inspired with you, and to use all of you who show up live as examples. How would you like that? And that's why I want you showing up live, because then when I know what you do, if you can put it in the comments, all of you, what is it that you do, or what is it that you dream to do? What is it that you dream to make money at? So I'm going to start to go into the checklist and the systems. Every day we're going to build. This is like building a house. You cannot just throw the roof on, which is what a lot of these courses do, a lot of coaching programs do, or maybe you've taken them. They're like, hey, just go post on social media. And they show you a Canva layout and it looks great. But friends, you can't put a roof just on the ground, or it's just a roof. And what I teach is a systemized, strategic, proven way from the ground up. Build the basement, not just the ground. Build your foundation, build that basement. And then we're going to pave it. And there's some columns that we're going to build. And then the roof is that fun part, like, ta-da, we're done. Let's go market now. But there are some systems that need to be in place if you truly want to build a multi-6 and 7-figure business. So who's ready to get going with the foundations? Type a number 2 in the comments and let's rock this thing. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to get started with this whole page, and you guys will have access to this. Okay. So let me come here, press share my screen, and then we'll double check that you can see my screen. Let's go here, go there. Okay. It's lost permission. Okay. Just give me a minute, leave. I'm going to go and open my system preferences. And I'm going to go there, and I love that this lost permission. This is what you call the show must go on in life. 1 second. I hope that I can remember my Apple password. All right, you know what we're going to do? I guess I'm not going to share my screen. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do, guys. Give me 1 minute, okay? Because I really want to share my screen. And so let's see if I can try it one more time. Share screen. Okay. Let's click on it. It's saying check Google Chrome, go to system preferences. I don't love when things like this happen, but I will say I had this let's see. I had this already done before, but we're gonna try it again. Touch ID. Hallelujah. It's gonna work. Okay. Okay. You don't have to. Okay. So hopefully this is gonna work. Now let's try it again. This is a part of being impromptu, and when tech challenges arise, you just do it. You guys can't see my screen, can you? All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to print this sucker out, and I'm going to hold it up, and we're going to make do without it. How's that sound? Let's do it without it. I'll just hold it up old school. I only have a black and white one. That sound good? Put a number 5 in the comments if you are a fan of moving. The show must go on, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, let's see if this thing's going to print to the right printer. Yes, it's printing. Excellent. Okay, let's do it. Woo! I got all hot up in here. Exactly. The devil throws something. It's true, but it's okay. 5 is old school's good. This is why it's always, hey, side note, friends, I'm going to talk about systems right now, and I will tell you that it's very important. Actually, I have another idea. I have an idea. Just give me 1 second. I'm impromptu-izations of this thing. Let's go to, yeah, I don't have it. We're going to just stick old school. Let's do it. I'm making a decision. All right. I printed it all out. It's super pretty. If you see it on your files, let's get it all organized. Here's the last page. Here's one page. You guys have it on your thing, but I'm just going to hold it up today, okay? We're going to walk through it. So what I made you, we're going to start today with a systems checklist, okay? A systems checklist, because what I want you to do is kind of go through this. Can everybody see it? Kind of. Pretty cool, right? And so you have it, but don't worry about downloading it right now. I just want you to be present with me. If you have a piece of paper on the side and you want to take notes, but this is the one page, and there's about 5 pages, and I'm actually going to add a few other little goodies as we go through the week. But we're going to start with the systems checklist today. And why we're going to do that is this is what's going to set you up for the rest of the week. These are things I really want you thinking about. So what I'd recommend after today's training, this is a part of your homework. I'm going to walk you through this and what each of these things really means and why it's so essential for each of these things to truly create that 6-7 figure brand. So zoom into Facebook. So this is up above as I put the checklist for you guys, and I will put it in the notes when right after this call. So it will be a pinned post in the Facebook group, and it will say, here's your homework for today. What I want you to do is print the whole worksheet out. And for this one page, because we're going to go through each of the pages in the workbook later this week, I want you to kind of take notes, print an extra page off right on the back, but not right now, because right now that's just going to distract you. And what we're going to learn to do is focus. In this day and age of everything being everywhere, let's learn to focus. If you can focus on the one thing that you want to do, like this week, we talked about this. Are you ready to truly create 6 figures for your business this week? That's what we're going to do. Okay, so everybody ready for number 1? Put a number 1 in the comments right now if you're ready for the first step of this. I'm going to walk you through this so that later today, when you're doing this on your own time, you already know how to do it. And you can come back to this video as well. Okay, choose a consistent name and brand name. Now, I like to start with the basics. I taught music for years to kids as well, and I've learned to never assume anything. Now, of course, a lot of times I love when somebody, the checklist will be uploaded later, friends. Okay, so I'm going to put it in there later. I don't want anyone distracted right now. This will be in a pinned post in the group. So I'm going to keep carrying on. And if somebody sees something like a question that you could help somebody else with while we're commenting, feel free to comment and do that. So choosing a consistent name and brand name. Now, what do I mean by that? Here's my recommendation. I will shoot straight from the hip. Do you know people like Tony Robbins, Marie Forleo, Danielle Laporte, Lewis Howes? Is it Howes or Hose? I think it's Howes. Oh, sounds wrong. If you know what I mean, people have different things they sell, but one thing you want to do is if you are branding yourself, if you're a coach, a service provider, a course creator, you really want to brand you. So my 6-figure launch is a piece of Tiana Smith marketing. All of you know who I am. When I introduced myself, I said I'm Tiana Smith. If you find me online, and this is number 2, make sure all websites, social handles are consistent. You today, and I really recommend you do this and just commit to something, like make this your day. What I'm encouraging you to do for this whole 5 days is to take action. Put it in the comments right now that you are ready to take action. This week is about action. I am not a person to just sit. This is why I give checklists. This is why I say go and do something. There is motivation, there is mindset, and then there is inspired action. And I'm giving you strategic action to actually take that will change your business this week. Okay? So what you want to do is truly get really consistent on your branding. And what I really recommend you do is be brave. If you've not been branding yourself, if you are at the top of your company, it really should be your name. And if your name is not available, like yourname.com, like Tiana Smith wasn't available, then I bought TianaSmithCoaching.com. And then if you find me on Instagram, it's Tiana_Smith_coaching. If you find me on Facebook, it's Tiana Smith Coaching. Facebook, are you with me? Type a number 2 in the comments right now if you are understanding this. Type the whole word consistency. Consistency, CONSISTENCY. This is essential. If you are giving people mixed messages, how will they find you? I was in a class in college. So I went to Berklee College of Music for my undergrad, and I had this awesome teacher, and I didn't really even know what the group, it was one of the best classes of my whole life. It was a performance-based class. It was in one of the beautiful theaters, and there were probably 50 kids. It was in the summertime, and my teacher was actually James Taylor's brother. James Taylor is a very famous American songwriter. His brother's name is Livingston Taylor. He actually co-wrote many of hit songs for Carole King, not Carole King, there's another lady that reminds me of Carole King, and with James. So he's a famous songwriter, but sometimes songwriters, they don't get the clout that the people in the front do. Okay. So why I want to What I want to express is something that changed my life forever in this class. He was all about simplicity. Now, this was back before even Facebook came out. I took this course, it was about 4 years before that. And every day we got up into this class when we were in there, and he would have us just walk to the stage. And do you know the first lesson that he gave us? I really, really want to take my time and put this mic in front of my face and teach you this. Everybody ready for this? Number 3 in the comments if you're ready. I'm going to slow this down. This is so, so important. Keep in mind that sometimes people don't keep your business card. Sometimes you're at a networking event. You need to speak clearly your name. So the first thing he had us do was walk up to stage and say our names. Now, I want to tell you about what happened, including to myself. Hi, my name is Tiana Smith. Did you guys even hear what I said? So I want you to sit up straight right now. And I want you to look at the camera, and I want you to copy what I'm about to do. And I want you to stand up straight, proud of who you are, chest up, shoulders back. And I want you to say, hello, my name is Tiana Smith with TianaSmithCoaching.com. I teach entrepreneurs and coaches how to scale to 6 and 7 figures with my online marketing systems. Now, that whole line that I just told you, you're going to find it across all my platforms, and we're going to get to that. But even starting before saying all that elevator pitch, hello, my name is, it's very important that you clearly look at people in the eye or out at an audience and you slow down and say your name. Do all of you guys hear me doing this on all my live streams? That's from years ago when I was 19, 20 years old in Boston from an in-person teacher. I've actually never been taught this by anybody online. And this is something I'm very grateful for my singer-songwriter performance-based background, because they're all about people remembering your name. Do you know who Prince is? Do you know who Michael Jackson is? Do you know who Adele is? Do you know who Madonna is? Jewel, Queen. I could go on and on. Macy's, McDonald's. How come you know all these names? Because of brand recognition, because of consistency. And they're not going to one Instagram and it's going to say Mickey D's up in the house. No, it's all going to be McDonald's. It's all going to be Macy's. So you need to treat yourself like the brand. If you say you want a 6-figure brand, because once you get to 6, you'll want to be to 7. That's just the way this goes. If you want a 6, 7-figure brand, you need to start today. If you've not made $1, and you need to look at it like, that's what I'm building. That's that foundation. So who's in today to go through your websites, to go to domains, to go to Instagram, to go to Facebook, and get this clarified and consistent once and for all? I'm giving you action steps that will actually change your business. You need name brand recognition. You are your own name brand. And that's why when we talk about this later this week, about branding and design, that really matters. When you look at mine, everywhere it goes, this is the same font. My name is the same everywhere. So see, my name has a different font, but when we talk about my 6-figure club, that's always going to be that logo. Do you see that? And when you go here down to the bottom of the list, well, it got a little cut off when I printed it, but down here, it's a 6-figure club circle too. But that font that's on here is always the 6-figure club. Do you guys see that? Everybody put a yes, say yeah in the comments if you're seeing this consistency. And this is never, and just so you guys know, like, I'm just a truth teller. I'm not here to be the wishy-washy person who's like, oh, that's good. Yeah, like maybe let's change that color. No, I want you to make money. And I know what it takes to actually make money. And it starts with these things. I did this in order just for you. Okay, who's excited? Want to keep going? Consistency. Got to take action. I can't wait to see you do it today, okay? Now, consistent branding across all platforms. Now, this might not be something you can fix today, but you can do your best. This is something I teach my clients, and this is part of setting things up with clients, right? And that's where your fonts, your colors, and the words you use are consistent. If on one page you've got a family photo on your Facebook header and on Instagram it looks like a family journal, but you're trying to say that you want to make six figures, guys, you got to change this up. That's not how this works. Let's just be real. That is not how this works. If you follow the people you follow, let's say, who loves anthropology? I love anthropology. I love Lululemon. The owners aren't on their Instagram feed posting all pictures of their kids. It's okay once in a while to include your family when you're a solopreneur. There is a different style, but I really 90% of the time you need to really more hold yourself like a brand that you know, like, and trust. Okay. So what I want you to do today, and I would like you to write this down on your to-dos, is under consistent branding and messaging, is I want you to choose 3 brands that you love, and I want you to go check out their websites, their Instagram, their Facebook. One of the best things I ever did during my master's program and when I used to market for other companies, so I actually used to be my own social media agency, and I was posting for up to 10 clients daily. And that was with a newborn and with a 3-year-old. So clearly I learned how to systemize because I did that in part-time hours without support, without babysitting at that time for like 10 different clients. So when I hear people complain about 3 posts a day for your one thing, that's just a complaint and it's just an excuse. And I just don't put up with it. You can go make your excuses, or you could show up and you could post 3 times a day in a very specific way that I'm going to be teaching you this week to truly close sales. One of my clients in her first month already made her return on investment on her high ticket package with me because she followed that. And that's without ads. That's without any of that. I have a system for this because I used to post like 100 times more than what I even teach you to do. And I still did it with a newborn, nursing my babies, and a 3-year-old. Okay. So you can definitely do this. I promise. And I'm going to teach you how. So type a number 5 in the comments if you're committed to overcoming your own adversity, your own excuses, and you're done with the excuses. The excuses is just costing you money. It's like, that's just the simplicity of it. Who's ready to just step into their power and to let go of these excuses? Like, that's it. I'd rather make money, honey. Yeah, yeah. And money means that more people know who you are so that more people can buy from you. That's all I mean when I say more money. So yeah. And if you are feeling confused or conflicted about more money, then I have some money resources I can give you. That's on you. I'm definitely okay with making a lot of money. I've done a lot of money mindset work. I can share, I'll probably share some stories this week as we keep going, but let's keep going. So what I want you to do on the consistent branding and consistent messaging checklist that I'm giving you guys today is I want you to make a note right now that what I need you to do is go look at 3 different brands. It could be an entrepreneur, a solopreneur. It could be Oprah. It could be whoever, somebody you really respect. I do recommend you kind of switch it up. I'd choose like an entrepreneur or an author, and then I'd also choose like a really big brand and then like a really big celebrity. And what I want you to go do is these people usually have millions of dollars into their marketing. Go look at how they do their marketing, learn from them, and don't be overwhelmed, because the cool thing is you're working with me and I actually know how to like take people through this whole process. I want you to look at it with curiosity and with excitement, like a child learning something new. Like, I want you to get your fun back around this, to be like, wow, that's so exciting. I just love that vibe. And I want you to find at least one of those that you love the vibe of it, that you're inspired by it, that it makes you want to do better. It might not be me. Like, maybe you like this vibe with me, but maybe you don't like the design of my thing. That's okay. I like it. You know, we all have different aesthetics, but one thing you do know about me is even if you didn't like a bright red lipstick or a bright red top, you know I know what I'm talking about. So we all get to learn from people in the areas that we choose, but your design, your aesthetics get to be unique to you. And that's what's so exciting. Okay. So everybody with me? So put a number 3 in the comments right now. If you're going to go find those 3 people today, write them down, just do some research. And all this shouldn't take that long because this is really just a checklist today. This isn't necessarily getting all your stuff up. I'm giving this information to you as a gift, though, to be real about what it really takes to have your system set up. Who's excited? Number 11 in the comments, level 11. Let's keep going. We're going to be done in just a few minutes here. Now, the other thing is Facebook, LinkedIn headers uploaded. This is, again, something that you need the consistent branding first. And if you were going to go and do that today and you know that it's inconsistent, then go and do it. If you're somebody that's already working with me, then we already do that on like your first 1 or 2 calls, because That's your storefront. So say it with me right now. My social media is a piece of my storefront. Put it in the comments. Understand that. So if you went to an Apple store, would you expect it to look like a thrift store? No, man. Apple is a bomb. Like, you walk in there, you want to go in there. You feel rich when you just walk in there. Am I right? And you better be rich with some money if you want to buy anything. So you want to hold yourself, whether it's a post, it's a feeling. So people feel something before they read something. And this again is why it's so important to have your all your every place at they feel something before they read something. So put that in the comments. It's actually more about a feeling. That's why aesthetics and design is so important, because people feel something before they read something. It's a vibe. It's the same way when you meet somebody that you're attracted to. Why are you attracted to them? There is something about the way that they're holding themselves. It can be romantically or just friendship or business, whatever it is, you feel attracted because there's a feeling and there's a vibe, and it matters how you hold yourself. If I came on here and was in pajamas and talking like this, I have the same brain. Am I right? But by me dressing up, you're taking me more serious. That's just the way it is. You're like, this woman isn't playing around, because I'm not. I'm showing you by what I'm put into myself that I respect me, and that I also respect you in your time. You're taking this time out of your very busy life. All of us are busy. All of us have families, people we love, houses to run, even careers and jobs. Maybe you're even listening to this and it's like you're working another job because you want some hope. And that's awesome. So I'm showing up, showing you that I'm here at 100 for you. And you need to show that to your leads. And that's how they learn to respect you, even when they don't know you yet. They're like, their attention. The number one first job that you have to do for people is grab attention. Put that in the comments. Grab attention. So all these things that I'm saying over here is that if I put a big thing up at the top, it would say grab attention. And then what you want when you have their attention is to impress them. You want to impress them, to intrigue them. Those are important words. Grab attention, impress, intrigue. This is essential. Let's keep going. Instagram templates. So some of these things you're going to work on today, and some of these we're going to come back to all week. So Instagram templates, what does your Instagram page look like? I'm going to put mine here. You can see what I mean. It's at Tiana_Smith_coaching. Come follow me. And of course, you can go to all my sites. You know what I mean? I'm going to put the actual thing in here so you guys can do this. You can use mine as inspiration. Do not copy stuff. And just so you guys know, like, let's always be people who give credit to where credit is due. It is actually stealing to, oh, I totally wrote that out wrong. 1 second. Let me, it's like this. I'm going to talk a little bit about legalities and honor. And I don't think I need to with my followers, because I usually attract super people with integrity and honor. But I want to tell you, part of my master's degree program was studying 2 different courses about the legalities of online marketing. One thing is you can't share music without permission. So that's why sometimes if you get some of your stuff pulled down, there are different laws around music. A second thing is when you share somebody's quote, make sure you tag that person that's crediting them. Or if you share an article, you can share anything that's written. That's what's really cool about the written word online, but you just need to give credit. So if you're ever sharing somebody's image, sure, take a snapshot even of mine. I don't mind. Just make sure it either has my Tiana Smith coaching on the image, or say shared courtesy TianaSmithCoaching.com. Let's just be people of integrity. Part of online marketing, and what I'll teach you more about this week as we get the foundations in place, is you don't have to come up with everything. We are tapped into the WWW, the World Wide Web, and that is extremely exciting, and we get to share content. And don't we want to elevate others as well? We don't need to take credit when it's due to somebody else, but we get to share information from others that we find inspiring and give them credit and tag them. It never devalues you to lift someone else up. This is a world of abundance. Type the word abundance in the comments. This is how we live. I love getting to talk about people I've learned from. I love getting to share other resources. Just yesterday on my stories, I shared a really amazing inspirational YouTube video I was listening to by this incredible preacher that's out of Singapore. And he was talking all about peace. And it was so beautiful that I actually screenshot it and shared the link directly to my Instagram stories. Like, that's what's amazing. Put a 5 in the comments if you can get so excited about sharing content that excites you. This is the golden rule of marketing that I follow. Post in a way like, okay, the golden rule is treat others as you want to be treated. So the golden rule of marketing is to post things that you're excited about. Get it? Like, love others the way you want to be loved. So with clients and stuff, like what I would want if I was in a free Facebook group is I would want the checklist. So I gave it to you. I've had coaches for years say don't give them the checklist because they need to buy something in order to get it. And sometimes I've done that. And when I do, it feels right. And sometimes I've charged for it. This week, though, what I'm doing is I'm giving away this checklist. If there's other things you might have to buy a one-off or get into my group, I do have one-off things I can sell you besides just the big mastermind and the big one-on-one. But what I'm giving you are what I'm talking about, my outlines, my checklist, things that will truly change your business if you follow even just this one page. This is stuff that masterminds charge $30K to go through all these modules. And I'm streamlining it for you. That is right. I'm telling you. Okay, so let's keep going. We're going to dive into deep on some of these, but these are your systems. You guys see at the top of this, when you download it later today, it says systems checklist. I also made you a marketing checklist because we're going to start to go into all these, okay? This is some big checklists, but what I shared with you this week, marketing checklist, do you see it? Let me see. I'm trying to get this camera. Yes. Okay. I have a daily marketing checklist. We're going to talk about probably not tomorrow, probably on Wednesday is when we usually get to social media marketing, and a weekly marketing checklist, which this is literally what I usually share with my 6-figure club. This is a temporary thing I'm sharing. I actually would probably sell all this as a mini course for probably $1,000. So you guys, what I'm doing is I'm giving it to you because I want you to change your life. And I want to show you that this is what it really takes. Okay. So let's go down to website hosting. I'm going to run through these and take some questions. Website hosting. I use ClickFunnels. You can use whatever you want. Here's the thing, and I was talking to my clients about this last week. Look, I've been in the web development space for 20 years now. Since I was 19, 20, when I started to learn about it. I was behind the scenes. I've built on pretty much everything. I've even learned some code. I've worked with developers for 20 years. I then learned WordPress, part of my master's degree program. I've done Kajabi. I've done Teachable, all that. Why I love ClickFunnels, and I will tell all of you right now, yes, I have an affiliate, but I didn't change to all of it until I'd already proven it for 6 months. I didn't even tell some people I switched to it. Let me tell you why I think it is the number one choice for all of you, whether you use my affiliate link or not. This is not even about that. What this is about is this. There are too many back and forth things online nowadays. There are too many people giving lots of different information because maybe, let's say, a certain other one pays more money. So they're going to tell their list about that because they get a higher percentage. I'm not into that. I'd rather get no percentage or a smaller percentage to just give you truth of what I believe is the best. ClickFunnels, you can have your website hosted on it. You can have your checkout page hosted on it. You can have your course hosted on it. People don't realize that. And it's only $97 a month. There are some things that it's not the best at, like blogging. So if you're blogging, I recommend a WordPress free blog, and I integrate that into ClickFunnels, but that's not even an extra fee. So let's say you were doing blogging and podcasting. That's something just like down the road for any of you. So what I'm here to do is give truth. So ClickFunnels is my very favorite for website hosting, landing pages, everything you need except a blog, essentially. Okay. Email list hosting. I, again, have done a ton of research. I love Infusionsoft / Keep for years. When Keep bought it, it kind of disrupted things. ConvertKit is the most affordable with ease of use, in my opinion. If you use something else, it's fine. When people work with me, what I've done in ClickFunnels, what I do in ConvertKit is I actually have plug and play templates. And that's what I wanted to build. I wanted to build something where everybody doesn't have to start from scratch all the time, that you can take out all the guesswork. You can literally click a button and get the automated emails populated. And I make fill in the blank templates like Mad Lib style. I'm into it. Type a number 6 in the comments right now if you're like, oh my goodness, I've never heard of a coach doing all this. This is my unique background. I don't know anybody else in the coaching space like this. I built things for years. I am a tech expert, but I'm also coaching people and sharing my personal templates with you. So number 3, automated calendar. These are down to the systems now after Instagram templates. I like Calendly because it's just the industry go-to. It embeds really well into the funnels. Again, there's always options. What I'm saying is, why have options? I hire a trainer, I show up, and my trainer tells me what to do. I could argue with him and say, instead of that lunge, I think that it would be better if we did a split lunge. And if I at every turn told my trainer what other exercise we could do, I would hope he would fire me as a client. And I will tell you right now, when I work with my clients, we use my systems, or you can go somewhere else. Because unless you want to just hire me for strategy, which is fine. But what I'm telling you is, if you're somebody who wants to take away all the guesswork, these are the systems that work, and it's for under $200 a month. So when we're talking about scaling to an extra 6-figure thing, you can in 2 weeks get everything for free and then get it up. And then forms, the one I really like is Jotform. You can use Google Forms for free, but the 4 systems that I use, and you can write down these numbers when you take notes. ClickFunnels is $97 a month. ConvertKit is $29 up to 1,200 leads. And if you have over 1,200 leads, it'll be more, but that's because you should be making more money. Calendly is like 15. Jotform is like 20. So under 200 a month, you can scale your extra stream of income to 6 figures and even 7 figures for under $200 a month. I don't know any storefront that is that cost. Do you? Put it in the comments. Do you? Press yes or no in the comments. Do you know a storefront that you can run a whole business up to 6 and 7 figures with $200 a month of overhead? That's crazy. That's amazing. I'm excited. Okay. And then invoicing systems. Stripe is great. QuickBooks. I will say right here and now, I'm not a fan of PayPal. They never have honored me if somebody did a chargeback or stole my work. They've always gone in with the customer. This is a common thing online. I'm literally giving you guys, this is the good. This is the advice. This is the real stuff. For international things, I recommend Stripe. And if you're in the United States, QuickBooks is amazing. I also think you can use QuickBooks out of the United States, but you can't charge in USD. So you'd need to just use your conversion rates. I love QuickBooks for all my American clients. They're my favorite one that I've used in all these years online. They treat me really good. They've always honored me when there's been an issue with the client. I've always won. I always keep your proof with things. So these are your systems. And I'm telling you right now, even if you don't understand all these systems right now, we're going to dive in more. And this is also, if you work with me in the 6-figure club, all the templates are in there. So I'm not interested in pitching all that today. I would like to take your comments on Wednesday. Like I said, I'm going to open up the cart for the 2 one-on-one spots. And for an early bird of 5 people, I'm actually giving you 50% off for the first 5 people who join the 6-figure club for April, and only 10 spots for April. And this isn't just the live stream list. This is going to be offered to after Wednesday. I will be offering and opening the doors to my 20,000 plus followers. So if there's only 12 spots total, 2 one-on-one and 10 for the group. And the first 5 people get an extra 50% off when you pay in full for the year, which is going to save you $10,000. So for any of you interested in that, you can always email me and get early on the list with that. But we're going to go through systems checklists. We're going to go through marketing checklists, and we're going to talk about your high value packages. And then we're also going to end up rounding out with a really holistic plan, another checklist about this one's like ongoing, your daily checklist. Some of these other ones are getting your systems in place, staying on track. And then this is one of my favorite ones ever that still to this day works. I went through and updated it, and it comes with images. And we're going to talk about this later in the week. And what that's going to be about is like, how do you balance all this and still have fun in your life? Because I don't know about you, but if I don't have time for fun, well, first of all, I think that all this is fun. So first of all, if you love what you do, but you're not making money at it, it's not fun, right? And everybody knows that. And then everybody knows also, even if you love what you do, but if you're working like 8-hour days or 10-hour days in coaching, that's not fun either. You're going to be exhausted. You're going to be burnt out. So I operate on an 80-20 rule, which is 80% of your time is sales and marketing, which means that's time for your content creation, for your education, for you to pour that back into the heart-centered marketing, the soul-centered sales that you desire to show up as, where we don't chase people, we attract people that come to our inbox. They're already qualified. There's a whole system for that. So type the number 4 in the comments if you love today. 4 in the comments if you love this, if you're excited about this week and truly taking action. So what I'm going to do right after this call is I'm going to do your homework for the day. It will be an announcement post in the group, and it will have a link to your PDF. And as mentioned, I really recommend, if you don't already have it, 456, if you don't already have it, that you go in and you make sure that all your online presences are the same. If that means you need to buy a new domain name for $12 from GoDaddy or wherever you want to buy it, Bluehost, whoever, like there's lots of places you can buy your domains through. That's one thing I'm not picky about. Where you host the website, I recommend ClickFunnels. But don't go sign up for all that yet. I do have affiliates. I do have discount links for that. Today, though, I really want you to make sure that your social media is consistent, that if you need to go change any of your names, you need to go change those names, and that you do some research around the consistent branding from a brand that you love, like it could be a clothing brand, a celebrity, an entrepreneur. Choose 3 different brands or celebrities. Make sure you have a little bit of a mix. Go look at how they market themselves and get some inspiration. So that's your homework for today. Do I have any questions? Who's excited about this week? What kind of takeaway did you get? I would love to know in the comments any questions or what you took away from this. What stood out to you? What was like ding, ding, ding? Like what landed for you? This and me asking you questions is a part of the give back. I'm showing up free, and what I'm asking from you is for you to give me feedback because I really want to make this week the best week of your life in your business where you're like, I can't believe that was free. And in order for me to do that, I really need your feedback. So let me know in the comments what landed for you, maybe what you're excited about, even if you have any concerns and a little bit of fear, because then I can help you and others can help you in here and we can encourage you, we can coach you, and we can get you there. Okay, so again, I'm going to be posting the thing if anybody watches this in replay mode. And just remember, this video will go down in 24 hours, and I will be back here live tomorrow at 12 Eastern Standard Time. And thank you all for coming, and I will see you soon. Send me a message if you want to get on the list for my 12 only open spots, and we can maybe chat even before that time. But when they're gone, they're gone. Talk to you later. Bye.